Hey, so today I'm gonna do a video about Ueli Steck's training regime for alpine endurance.
I've been to the motherfucking mountaintop.
And when he started to train for his Eiger speed ascent, he got like serious with his training. He got like a personal trainer and some other crew to help him with to keep his body healthy and fit. And he got like this training regime. He haven't released like a full regime. It's only like a diary he has released to the public. So I'm gonna talk about it now. So we have here, and this is for his Eiger ascent. So this is for speed. This is kind of like a sprint training, but you need a lot of like low intensity cardio too. So we have here on Monday 1 hour running intensity 2. So he has running intensity 1 also, and he also have running intensity 4. So I believe 4 is the highest intensity, 1 is the lowest, and I think 1 it's a pace where you can talk, and 2 is further, and 4 is a running intensity where you are pushing yourself. But these running intensities are monitored to heart rate, but he doesn't give any heart rate goals or like what you should aim for. It's only like this diary, but it is possible to kind of like research more and know what heart rate you should aim for. But I think it's really good to have this like 1, 2, 3, 4, because it's easier for you if you don't have a heart rate monitor to measure your intensity. So we have so first training session, the first day is 1 hour running and 1 hour stretching and 1 hour stabilization. And 1 hour stretching, that's really good because you want to keep your range of motion when you want to climb, because like at Eiger, he's mostly like having his eye sag is like this, like, and walking with his feet. Like a lot of him going up is with the feet, and so it's good to keep the range of motion with stretching. 1 hour stabilization core. That is really good for general development in mountaineering, because if you have a backpack, you want to be able to stabilize the backpack on your upper body. So you want to have it be synchronized with your lower body. And if you don't do core, it's gonna be hard for you to go down, because you have to like stop yourself every step, because like boom, boom, boom. So core is really good for when you're going down. Core is not as much important when you're going up, but if you're going really steep like this, you're gonna lean more forward. So that's good when you have a back strength. Back strength is when you're going up. You need a lot of lower back strength because you're leaning forward up against the slope. Yeah, and so what he is training every day, but he is alternating the intensity and some training. So Tuesday he does 2 hour running with the same intensity, 1 hour stretching, and he does stretching almost every day, and he not only do 1 hour, and that's pretty much okay. I mean, you don't have to do 1 hour, you can do 30 minutes. I think that is enough for a beginner. For advanced level, I think 1 hour is good. He also puts in some mental training here, because when you're doing mountaineering, you want to be mentally prepared, because you're facing dangers and you're pushing yourself, and you want to be aware of dangers. You want to be safe, because it's a failure if you go to the mountain and die. So you want to be strong mentally, be able to make good decisions, and stay in focus. On Wednesday, he doesn't run, so we run for 2 days, then he doesn't run. So he does 4 hours climbing in the gym. And I believe that is wall climbing, it's lead climbing, or top rope climbing. I don't know how's the intensity of that climbing is, or how hard he does, but I don't, like, for 4 hours it's impossible to keep high intensity climbing, so I reckon it is pretty low intensity with a lot of rest also. So 4 hours, I don't think 4 hours, it's like, it's with the rest too. Oh, he does run on Wednesday. So yeah, he runs on Wednesday too. 2 hours running, but he has a very low intensity. So he's what I think intensity 1 is running in a talking pace. So you will run and you can talk. And 2 is a little bit more, 3 is a little more, and 4 is basically when you're pushing yourself so you can talk. And then it does half an hour stretching, slideshow. Slideshow, maybe that's for motivation or something, you know, showing pictures and looking at pictures, climbing and stuff. And Thursday, he does more climbing. So he has 3 days climbing in a week, and he doesn't run it. Okay, so Thursday is the first day he doesn't run. So we run for 3 days, then it takes a rest day from running, and only does climbing, stretching and mental training. And on Friday he does more running, but he does it on the low intensity. So he does 2 days with high intensity, then he does 1 day low intensity, then he rests for 1 day, and then he does 1 day with low intensity. And on Saturday he makes an epic run. It's like 3.5 hours. That's I would reckon if he runs 3.5 hours, intensity 4, I think the distance is it's like over a marathon. So I think it's over 4.2 miles, so, like European miles. So it's over 42 kilometers, I reckon. And Sunday is his rest day, so it's a recreational running, climbing with his wife, and then it just starts over. So I'm gonna show you like how I do. Like when I was training for climbing last summer, I went to Huascaran in the Andes, and I went to some mountains and did some speed ascents, and this is my ascent of Urus.
Speed ascent of Urus. So I just have this and my clothes, nothing else.
So when you want to do a speed ascent, you want to be lightweight. Like you see, I only have my clothes and ice axe and crampons. So the first bit of the ascent, I just have my shoes and just basically jogging up the mountain.
I'm very close to the glacier, and it took me 1 hour and 10 minutes to come here. So it feels great. Got my crampons on, and my ice axe is ready here. So something so I can keep a quite good pace. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at this, guys. Tuklarajo, Ishinka.
Yeah, so before this, I was training in Thailand for 1 month. I was running up a mountain, like, yeah, so if you're intermediate, I reckon you do more cycling than you do running until you get on that advanced level where your joints and tendons and ligaments have adapted to the running, because a lot of force on your ligaments and tendons when you're running. And in the beginning, go slow. I mean, Ueli has I bet over 20 years, over 15 years of running, trail running, so he can keep up with this kind of high intensity training. This is like the thing here, that is like what pro trail runners do. So this is not easy stuff. You shouldn't go for this like intensity and volume if you are a beginner. this is for really advanced athletes, and this is just an example. Maybe he will adjust it according to how he feel. Like if he feel fatigued, he will lower the volume and intensity.
Pancharajo,
So
find your dream, live your life. Took me 2 hours, 16 minutes to come to the top of.
yeah, so it's like 1,000 meters of elevation. Took me 2 hours and 60 minutes, and I was not forcing it. It was kind of good, and there was some route reading. But I really feel that trail running and cycling up mountains helped me to achieve my speed ascent goals, and I invite you to try the same. Like, I'm in Thailand right now because I want to train in the mountains, because it's good weather here, it's good food, it's so easy to live here and be close to the mountains. So it's really good training for mountaineering. And you know, this is for advanced elites. So if you're a beginner, go slower. I reckon you can run every day, but run in a pace where you can talk. And don't start with trail runnings immediately, because running down it's super hard for your knees, and you will feel in your quadriceps, you will feel a lot of pain there in the beginning. So after like 1 year or two, when you have adapted, you can go more steep and go steeper and steeper running. And or you can do hiking in very steep terrain. That's also a good way to train your glutes and your quadriceps. Yeah, so this was Ueli Steck training. Hope you got some good advices out of this. Just ask me if you have any questions. I got a few years of mountaineering training experience and a few ascents behind my back. So take care, guys. Stay strong. Love ya.